Welcome to Chok Muay Chats, the podcast where we talk about everything Muay Thai. I have people from all walks of life on this podcast. I'm Joe Comerford, content creator, commentator for RWS, presenter for RWS as well as ring announcer on SRC. Former fighter, but right now I am talking to another former fighter, Jacky, who is Thai but makes some phenomenal content in Cantonese and English, and is now moved back from Hong Kong to here in Thailand to pursue the world of content creation and Muay Thai education. So, Jacky, welcome to Chok Muay Chats.
Thank you, Joe, for inviting me.
Mate, it is a pleasure. I've been a big fan of your content for a long time, and
Thank you.
the education aspect and the fact that you do it in different languages as well, because I think that's one big part of where Muay Thai fails a little bit, or people trying to understand it, is the gap and the language barrier, especially from trying to follow the stadium scene. It is one big roadblock for a lot of people trying to follow the 5-round stadium scene, is the fact that a lot of people can't read and write Thai and don't understand Thai. So, you do a lot of great stuff between all three languages. So, if you don't know where to find Jacky, where can they follow you?
On my Instagram, I got two Instagram. One is BECKHXH, and then one is Jacky.Thai.HK on Instagram.
Excellent. Now, Jacky, for people who don't know you, I'm sure a lot of people will. Like, if you know anything about the world of Muay Thai and follow content creators, like, you should know Jacky's content. It's funny, it's informative. For people who don't know, who is Jacky in Muay Thai?
Actually, if you ask me where I'm from, I would say I'm from Thailand. But if you ask me which country do I represent for a fighter, I would say I'm from Hong Kong, because I was first born in Thailand, and I first started learning Muay Thai in Hong Kong 20 years ago. I learned Muay Thai in, I think, around 2005, and I had a few fights and I stopped. That time in Hong Kong, Muay Thai just getting started. Most people don't know what they're doing. I didn't know what I was doing, and I stopped for a few years, and I picked it back up again in 2015, and I came to Thailand to fight full time in Max Muay Thai, and a bit up there, a bit up here, and then I went back to Hong Kong again to work because I ran out of money. I was distracted by the dating apps and party life in Thailand. Yeah, that ruined my that I wouldn't say ruined my career, but it changed my fighting career. Then I've been fighting in Hong Kong for a few years, and I just recently stopped fighting. Mostly, I've been a Muay Thai coach most of my life. If you ask me what I do best, it's not fighting, it's not content creating, but coaching.
Mm. And it's funny you were just talking about that little part of your career where you get distracted, and I think that is a big thing for a lot of fighters at the moment, especially where they're coming to Thailand. They're away from home. They don't have all the responsibilities that you would back home of maintaining a full-time job and then coming here with enough money, and then it is easy to get distracted. What advice would you give to young fighters coming to Thailand to train full-time?
The motivation and reasons behind fighting from Thai and foreigners, I think, is actually very different. So Thai, they have to do it because it's their job. If they don't fight, they don't get paid. Like all the top tier fighters that I hang out with, like Taiwan Chai Super, like they always say, like this is the only thing they know how they know, and the only way they can make money. But I also met a lot of really good and inspiring foreign fighter, and like Topic, Alex Blue Bay, and back in the day in Gelson, there's one Spanish fighter, like almost two, he had over 200 fights. His name is Juan Mario,
Yes.
and one young Japanese kid, you might not know him. His name is Shinsuke. He fought with the same time with me 10 years ago, Max Muay Thai. And what I see from the foreign non-Thai fighters who made it in Thailand, they are so dedicated. They're the hardest working people. They're not distracted. You can, and like Topic, he doesn't go party. All he have his own routine. He would plan his saving, plan his fight, plan how he gonna train. he told me he doesn't even go out. He never drink at all until not even now. I think even he stopped fighting. Even Alex, he very focused. He would just come and train, and then fight, focus, and that's the only thing they do. I think if you want to be successful here in Muay Thai career in Thailand, uh, you have to have only one thing: is you really want to be successful, and you cannot get distracted. And I could also add a bit more because I trained in Thailand for many years. Even back in 20, like 10, 20 years ago, I see foreign fighter who come and train in Thailand. Um, it's not easy for you to get noticed or people who like the coach would care about you or you're gonna get special treatment. No, because everyone is doing this for the love and everyone is working hard. It's gonna take time. Even for me, I joined PK in 2019. It took me almost 2 years for people to really notice me because I have to go train every day, train hard. I don't stand out among those top tier elite fighters. I'm very forgettable. But what I do is I try to help out with the the the, the gym. Like I can create content. I would just ask to help if I can help anything. I would just show up and yeah, it takes time for you to get noticed, if especially in top tier or famous gym. Right.
Yeah, I think that's a really important sort of cultural nuance that you've just spoken about. The fact that in Thailand, yes, it is basically economic survival for a lot of these fighters. And at the end of the day, fighters are really just treated like racehorses. They're specimens of the sport. And for foreigners to come over and flash cash, they're not going to immediately be noticed, sorry, because it's not really in what I would call the punter's interests. They're not going to just pay attention to Joe Schmo who's coming on a 3-month holiday and flashing cash. The trainers are not going to be interested. And this isn't about ties as such, but at the end of the day, it's a business. Muay Thai is a business, and you are a paying customer. Yes, you will get a good standard of training, but don't expect for everybody to fall over for you and invest 110% in you. You have to show up, as you said, time and time again. I made some content not long ago about the people who last in Muay Thai are the ones who are consistent and do their time. And it is really just about who lasts the longest in this sport. Now, in your fight career, I know that you spent some time at Khao Samrit. What style of fighter would you describe yourself as? Are you a Muay Mat, Muay Khao, Fimu?
I first started. I didn't get proper training
Mm.
in the first, I would say, even say like first 5 years of my learning Muay Thai. As I mentioned, I started learning Muay Thai in Hong Kong. I don't know what is Muay Khao. I don't know what is Muay Fimu. I didn't know what is rhythm, and I don't even know how to block. So when I first fighting in Hong Kong, I was just using my pure talent and reflex. But then you hit that get like what do you call that ceiling very soon, and there's
Yes,
some
yeah,
wall
yeah.
you are not gonna overcome by okay, you only have like 10 fight because you're very talented, because I'm younger, I have a bit faster reflex. So when I come to Thailand, I fall in love with Anuat. I like his style. I'm not the kind I supposed to be Muay Fimu because I'm very fragile. I'm like a paper. You push me, then I'll fall. But if you have to be a Muay Mat, you can mix Muay Mat with Muay Fimu. But I want to be an exciting fighter because that's all people gonna remember you is your highlight. Let's say I know what had like 200 fights. How many fight have I watched his whole fight? It's very few. I only watch his highlight, and I think it's the same. That's why the way I fight, I think I want to be remembered. I just want to show off. And every fight you will see, I would do a high kick just for pictures, right? Back before Instagram exists. I just want to do something. I would fight in Hong Kong, be very cocky. People remember this guy is very cocky. He's teasing his opponent in the ring. But I want to have fun. So I would say I started Muay Thai with a bit Muay Mua and then a little bit Fimu because I hit in and out. And then when I come to Thailand and Gao Samrit, Muay Mat Gym, I want to be a puncher because I'm not very tall. I don't have a long leg, and I don't have good cardio, but I like punching and I want to be like Anumat. So I very focus on punching, and luckily I got trained by I would say the best Muay book trainer, Ajahn Ning, Gao Samrit. He hated training me. I still remember it. Every time he has the whole part was me. He was like, I'm Thai. And the thing is, I'm Thai. I'm not as good as the Thai, ordinary Thai. And I look like a wealthy kid who just want to do Muay Thai for fun, which is true in a way. And that pisses him off, right? He would hold pat for me and I would fail to do the freestyle part work. And he would say, where's your rhythm? Like, you're even worse than a falang, like that. But I love it. I grew under that pressure. I'm not the kind of guy who would say like encourage me and I improve. So I became Muay Mat in under Gao Samrit, but that wasn't my style. So I learned through that experience. I learned that you cannot force your way through. Like say I cannot be a Muay Khao, right? I no way I can clinch. Even like I say I train up my cardio and I can't clinch. I'm not even 6 feet. I'm taller and I'm not even tall in my weight class. So it's hard. It's not impossible, but it's very unlikely that I'm gonna be successful that way. So then I went back to Hong Kong. I had a few fight being a Muay Fimu and a hit and run, and I have more success with that Muay Fimu style.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because you know, a lot of the styles are built on a fighter's physiology, and you're just talking about that. Being short, you're not going to be a Muay Khao fighter because you're not able to get the leverage inside the clinch to deliver the knees, and like when on commentary, I often say like Muay Mat fighters are stocky. They've got big shoulders, thick legs, because they've got to have a strong base to deliver punches from the hip. And Fimu tend to be a bit all round physiologically, but yeah, it's an interesting thing that you point out because your physiology and your body type can actually dictate a lot of what your trainer will invest into developing into you. Especially girls. Right now I'm really interested in female Muay Thai and the development of female Muay Thai, and having a look at a lot of Western women who are able to cut extreme amounts of weights and fight. These really really good Thai females. One of the big things I'm noticing is that because they're a lot taller, they're able to just easily fall inside the clinch and just deliver punishment from the knees because they can cut that weight so easily. Same as me when I fought, I was Muay Khao because I was big for my weight, tall for my weight, but I'm actually quite sure I think I'm about 5'8". But just an interesting sort of anecdote. Now, I told you before the conversation started that someone once described you to me as a fighter who had the confidence to try things in fights that most people only try in the gym. So
Mm.
you said that that it was about getting the photo opportunity and that sort of thing. But from what I see, we've only met once or twice in passing. But what I see online and what I've seen from some fight clips is that you actually do have a lot of confidence. Where does that confidence come from?
I would say it's enjoy the fight, right? Enjoy and have fun. And I wouldn't even say it's a good way because I always forget why I go up there. Because you have to go up there not to only enjoy, not only to do flashy stuff, but to win. I always forget. Like you have to go up and win. You have to try. Like you're not gonna score with those flashy stuff. They hate it again. My coaches after I do those stuff, and my uncle he used to own a gym. He used to run a gym, and he said like, don't do that again. It's so stupid. People are not gonna bet on you. You're not gonna come back if you do keep doing that stuff. Yes, I did get knocked out once trying to do flashy stuff because I think my goal of fighting is sometimes a bit unclear. If you have to fight if you want to go fight, you have to have a reason. And for me, I don't need those money. I don't even need those attention. It's sometime I think back when I was sleeping, oh, why did I fight? Should I go fight anymore? I can just say like I have nothing better to do, but then fight during that time. Um, yeah, so that's why I stopped fighting too. I had an opportunity to fight at One Lumpini last year, but then they gave me a contract, they gave me a fight, and then I turned it down because I have to do something else. And a lot of people say like, "Wow, why would you miss that opportunity?" But when I talk to the coach, they all say, "Jacky, if you're gonna go fight, the first thing at one, you have to want to win. And then what are you getting out of it? Let's say if I go get one fight and get knocked out, crazy knocked out, and they're gonna keep replaying that for the next 10 years. Is it worth it? I'm not even at my prime. So for me to do flashy stuff is just me being young and naive, just want to have fun. But at the same time, it distract me from the goal. Is you have to go up and win. It should be the first goal. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think that's a really important sentiment because even, like a lot of young guys, Western guys especially, that I see come over and fight on the tourist circuit, they're getting their feet wet on the tourist circuit. They're going with the intention of knocking someone out. When really, like, you should be going in to get your experience, especially on these circuits. Knockouts are great. Knockouts are fantastic. But really, it should be a bit about developing your craft and getting better at winning Muay Thai. I remember I fought up in the country. It was one of my first fights in Thailand, and I knocked out my opponent in I think it was the first round. And my trainer from Australia said, "Look, that was awesome that you could knock him out, but I actually wish you fought all 5 rounds and won the 5 rounds. I would be more proud of you for doing that than just going out there and knocking him straight out. Because yes, it looks good on a highlight reel, but you should be going in there with the intention of winning. And winning, I feel that you should try and beat a Thai at their own craft in that sense. I mean, it's not quite the same sort of philosophical idea that we were talking about it, but I do think that is an important part of what a lot of young guys are coming over and missing is that idea that they should be developing their craft here a little bit more.
Yeah, and then I think it also has a lot to do with your experience. I think if
Mm,
you have your first 10 fight, if you only had like if you knock out everyone on the first round, then you only have
mm,
10 rounds of professional fighting experience. I think, yeah, first 10 fight, you shouldn't go for a knockout. They should feel the ring, feel the atmosphere, get the experience by rounds, not by oh how many knocks out I get. Because especially nowadays, a lot of mismatch. You can easily
yeah.
like get out. I call that a Muay taxi. Muay taxi is like okay, he would go anywhere with the fight and but doesn't take the fight seriously, but just to get paid. So yeah, if you're a pretty much at the beginning of the career, they should not go for knockout. They should go for more like uh rounds of experience.
Mm,
Totally, and that's why coaching is very very important for the career. Yeah,
mm.
is your coach a Thai or foreigner?
He's actually a foreign guy, but he lived in
Mm,
Thailand for about 5 years
mm,
and speaks fluent Thai. Married to a Thai woman, but he's really like the guy that brought a lot of the Thai trainers to Australia. He has a connection to the Morachapat Chombung in Ratchaburi, so the Muay Thai University. So like a lot of my trainers in Australia were like Channel 7 champions, fought on the Channel 7 circuit a lot because he's a big fan of Channel 7. So like my gym in Australia is quite considered one of the best like Thai style gyms in the East Coast because we've had so many Thai trainers. And I think the emphasis is probably fighting like beautiful Thai style in our gym. Muay Khao, Muay Det, that that style, yeah. So yeah. He's very, very intelligent man. Now, speaking of intelligent men, you are one yourself. You create some fantastic content. I've been following you for a number of years now, and I love your content. And you mix humor, education, technique instruction, and even like probably my side is more about the kind of the history and the anthropology of Muay Thai, but you mix like a lot of different stuff, and it's really cool to see, especially from your coaching background. Now, why did you start making Muay Thai content in the first place?
Oh, it was thanks to one person. It's Lawrence Kenchin.
Mm,
Okay,
mm,
right, striking breakdown. It was during COVID, and it was the worst time for Muay Thai. Was the worst time for many people. I didn't have anything to do, so he started teaching me how to make video, and he told me to download this app to edit stuff. And he said like, here, follow this easy formula, and then he makes me do some clip like an exercise every day, two clips, right? And then after I think a year or two, then I start posting on my own social media. And then I really enjoy. The thing is, I think this is going to be my third year of doing content. For the first 2 years, I think I post one content every day, literally every day. And then I started 2 years ago, I started my Cantonese content. Then pretty much 2 years ago, I've been posting one or two, average like two content per day. I would say I enjoy making content, right? If and I enjoy helping people out, and I get a lot of really meaningful feedback. For example, I go to USA seminar with Tawan Chai,
mm.
or if it was in Hong Kong, or if DM or anyone just met me in person, they would just come and thank me. Oh, I teach them a lot about authentic Muay Thai. What is this? What is that? And and then I'm helping PK out, and I think I'm people of Muay Thai, and I think we all have the responsibility to take care of our community, right? I don't have money, so I spend my skill set. Some people have money, like my sponsor in Hong Kong, WBC Bruce Jerk. I have to thank him. Without him, my channel wouldn't be coming this far. He sponsored me with in financially, because for the I almost don't make any money from doing content for the past 3 years. But yeah, I think you understand, right?
I
But
know. I know. People
so
think you do.
yeah, because one thing I'm really good at is how I make my cover of the book look really good. I learned that from my Tinder date days. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just have to put everything online that make yourself look good. But yeah, anyway, I really enjoying doing content, and I'm a people of Muay Thai. I think it's my responsibility. But 3 years, I can't make money from this. Might have to, if you notice, but for the past, I would say for the past year, my content has been very slow, not like before, because really need to spend some more time to make money. I'm not young. I need to plan myself out. I need to get married. I'm still single at 38. I need to take care of my family. I can't just do this forever. It's still a charity, but so that's why I need to find someone who would take me to another level. So far, it's been one man company. I don't have a team. It's just all me. I buy everything. I buy this, the mic, and if someone want have a content or something that can help the community, I would just go and shoot with them, like Coach Diamond at Venom. I just okay. Do you have anything to give to the community? He would just okay. Just ask me, Jackie. And also, I want to pay my guests. Nowadays, people from all over the world can go to legendary fighters or anything, and they just ask them make content and getting all the attention from them. But for me, eventually, I want them to get paid too. Like let's say Ajahn Yot Kun Pon. Whenever I make clips about him, it's gonna be a hit, right? But I'm using him, but I want him to get paid from this exposure. I don't want me or anyone just go okay. I'm gonna use you for exposure. because what he is exchanging is his lifetime of experience. It is blood, sweat, and tear, right? But he's is just sharing them out for free to anyone. I'm not saying like everyone should stop going to those legends, but yes, you should go. But I want to be able to pay them. Hence, I'm trying to make a lot of seminar with them.
Mm. Yeah, I think that's a valid point, because I mean I think now there's a thing in kind of our circle, or at least like new Muay Thai content creators. The first thing that they tend to do is ride the coattails of other people's success. And yes, like a lot of these legendary Thai trainers are free to give up their time because they're passionate about Muay Thai, but they also should be duly compensated for their time as well. You know, I'm like you know, I'm connected to Sword Dechapan, and I just go through and help when I can, and that's because you do it for the love of it. But eventually, I'm also like you. I'm a one man team who tries to do all this stuff outside of my normal job, as you know, trying to build more education around Muay Thai, the sport I love. But it is taxing. It is very hard to do it financially off your own back, and that's why I think, you know, sponsorships are really important for people like yourself and me. And also, I'm going to put a plea out to any sponsors who want to sponsor an amazing content creator. Get in touch with Jacky. He does phenomenal content, and also, like, part of that financial sponsorship will go to some of these legends. You know, I think the seminar stuff you do is amazing as well, because if you're taking guys like Tamanchai to America, you know, Americans for the longest time have had a bit of a misunderstanding of what real Muay Thai is. There's definitely pockets within the states that have got, you know, traditional Muay Thai, but for the longest time it's been very kickboxing influence. And these seminars are invaluable. It's invaluable education for a lot of these gyms, and you know, you being able to, one, speak Thai, two, with your coaching experience, three, to explain the nuances to English and Cantonese speaking audiences. That's an invaluable skill set, and my friend, I only believe that you'll go further with all that, because I mean, you're an educator essentially, and I think education is one of the most powerful things, you know, not just being an entertainer, but an educator as well. So that brings me to my next question. How do you see yourself in content creation? Do you see yourself as an educator, an entertainer, or a storyteller?
This is where I go back to like my fighting career. This is my
Mm,
content creating career. I should have a clear goal, right? Now people say I'm trying to do too much, and I need to have a clear goal. For me, I eventually I have two sides. As a Thai and as a Hong Kong fighter, maybe I can start with as a Thai or people of Muay Thai in Thailand. I think I have a lot to contribute to the Muay Thai community, especially the Thai people community, because nowadays Thai people still regard Muay Thai as an occupation,
mm,
not an exercise. And this is my point that I would really tell Thai people we have to change that. Let's say RWS or One Championship, the main core audience or the fans are people who does Muay Thai for exercise, right? You might have occasionally have tours to go to RWS. You have tours to go to watch one, maybe once when they visit Thailand. But for people who become, in order to become Muay Thai fans, they have to do Muay Thai. They have to learn Muay Thai. They have to see Muay Thai as a hobby, as an activity, right?
mm,
But Thai don't see it that way. Thai
mm,
see Muay Thai as an occupation, and that's word you say. We have a word to call Muay Thai for it. We say ma'ala, which is hunting dogs. If that dog can no longer hunt, that dog is useless. And I have to change that. Not me. We Thai people have to change that. We have to bring Thai people into Muay Thai for exercise. And once they start doing Muay Thai as exercise, they would start seeing Muay Thai differently. They would understand Muay Thai more. That's why football, soccer is so popular, because everyone can play soccer and they understand how to enjoy, how to watch soccer. For me, I can't. I don't understand football. I can't tell Ronaldo and Messi who's great. I just think they're just all the same, right? Because I don't play because I don't play soccer. So I think I want to push Thai people to start doing Muay Thai as an exercise, so they would start understanding Muay Thai people more. And I would like to help out as much as I can with Muay Thai in Thailand, especially people, foreigners who come to train in Thailand. I can tell you a lot of them don't really have a good experience learning in Thailand. And even some of the coach, they were like wondering, they send their student to Thailand for a few months, but they go back, they didn't even get better. And because I see that's the learning curve, it's very different. I would always compare Muay Thai gym in Thailand is like Ivy League college, but a lot of people don't even graduate, haven't even finished primary school or secondary school, and they just jump into big gym, big name. They're not gonna catch up. They're gonna be lost. So
Mm.
I want to help out on this part. If people come to Thailand and they really want to improve, but first they have to accept that they are still a beginner or at an intermediate, yeah, at the mid level. They have to first accept that. So I want to help that in Thailand. And as a Hong Kong fighter, I want to push Hong Kong fighter to world class. Of course, we have a lot already, but all female fighter like Yu Yao Pui, like Yana, Emily, Phoebe, they're all female fighter. Uh, Hong Kong is actually very mature with Muay Thai. 20 years ago, they import Muay Thai trainer to Thailand to train their gangster to fight on the street, because in Hong Kong they don't have guns, so they just need to fight bare fist. So they started like that, and about 15 years ago they successfully turned Muay Thai into very commercial for fitness, into classes, and people are making a lot of money, like opening gyms. And now it's like they hit the peak, and I think it's now on its way downward, but it's still at a very steady what do you call that? At a steady situation. It's good.
Yeah, but at the plateauing at the moment, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah, plateau.
yeah, it's had a quick rise and then it's evened out a
Mm,
fair bit, and
yeah,
yeah,
and
interesting.
yeah, and Hong Kong very smart, because Hong Kong people are mainly businessmen. They can turn Muay Thai into business, and everyone can make money. Everyone can learn Muay Thai easy. But the thing is, we don't have a world class fighter now.
Mm.
I would say we have only a few female fighter, but we don't have male fighter. Sorry, my cat is here. Yeah, and I think there's a lot of potential young fighters in Hong Kong that they should come to Thailand, and I want to guide them, like so they don't make the mistake I made 10 years ago, or they have a clearer path of how their fighting career should go,
Mm.
something like that. Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
too much, right? Do you think I'm trying to do too many?
no, I think that's actually very similar as to what I'm trying to achieve with Australian fighters and just Western fighters in general. Like, you know, trying to help them navigate their career path. I mean, you'll see like a lot of the stuff I talk about is what shows to fight on to get noticed if you want to fight on RWS. But you need to start at the bottom and it's got to be baby steps. And these are the things that you need to do for your career. Don't make the same mistakes that I made. And I always say that. And I think it's a really important thing to have people like yourself and myself where you're trying to push your country's athletes to the top, because that's what I want for Australian Muay Thai. Is I want Australian Muay Thai to be the best in the world outside of Thailand. I think it's good. I think Australian Muay Thai is certainly good, but I also think that a lot of Australians don't fight outside of their own backyard because we have such a healthy Muay Thai ecosystem. A lot of them just fight each other all the time, and they're not coming over here a lot of the time to really test themselves. we have world class fighters, of course, but I really want them to be in the rankings at every single level on RWS, WBC, everywhere. At the moment, like our girls, our females are doing incredibly well in the WBC world rankings. We've got a couple of standouts on RWS. So yeah, things are happening. But I'm like you want your people to be be the best, and
Yeah.
it's also hard because you're trying to do a lot of things at the same time. But I feel like that's just Muay Thai in itself. It's so multifaceted that you have to wear so many hats. I've been a coach, I've been a fighter, now a quasi independent journalist. Like, you just have to wear many hats because there's not enough people to do all these different jobs. The sport isn't quite big enough to have these individual roles yet, I think. So I think that's why it's important to have like people as passionate as yourself to fill that gap, and the sport only grows from people who are willing to really push themselves and do things for others in this space. Now, just going to my next question, what's your ideal audience for your content?
Me.
Yep.
Yeah, ideal people who just started Muay Thai, people who want to improve. Because there are two way of training Muay Thai is training for fitness, for exercise, for health,
Mm-hmm.
and to train. But then the second one is to train to really learn the proper form, the proper technique. Right.
Mm.
I'm not a good fitness guy. I don't even have a good fitness condition when I fight. So I don't know about fitness. I don't know anything about fitness conditioning. So for me, it's to really learn about authentic Muay Thai and then to learn the culture of Muay Thai, right? And I understand you cannot force feed people culture, right? And it's not like if if a student walk into my gym, the first thing they learn is to Y crew. I think 99% of them will just leave. So, but slowly, when 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 people start watching my content and they would all already like Muay Thai and they would like to learn more deeply, especially something that they can't really learn back home. Here in Thailand, the culture, the language, the tradition, the history, something like that.
Mm.
Mm. So
Now,
would not be fighter, but with someone who, what is that word?
enthusiast.
Enthusiast, yes, Muay Thai enthusiast.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think that's, I like that. I like that, focusing on building from the ground up, and not just focusing on professional fighters. Because at the end of the day, Muay Thai is for everyone. And so it should be. And I love that mission that you were talking about before about trying to get Thais interested in it as not only just an occupation, but being an enthusiast as well. And I think that's a really important aspect that sometimes myself, I just focus on the fighting side of it and forget that you can actually just have fun with it.
Would even say fighting is the least necessarily part of Muay Thai.
Yeah.
From now, I look back, not many people need to fight. Why
Mm,
do you need to fight? Right? You're not gonna get anything out of it fighting. But if you want to fight, you need to have one goal, which is to be world number one. If you don't have that mindset, you shouldn't be fighting. You should just fight a few times and then call it a day and then stop. But if you're practicing Muay Thai, you don't really have to fight professionally. You can just have fun fight, in-house fight. Like you play football, you don't have to go to Premier League to really be a football player, right?
mm,
For Muay Thai, same. You don't have to go to fight. A lot of my students, they always say, I should have fought when I was younger. I would say, it's okay, you didn't miss out on anything. Maybe if you want to be a coach, maybe you need a few fight. But if you really just enjoy Muay Thai, you don't have to go that far to be, to really feel Muay Thai. You can just do some in-house fight with pad, and it's not that much of a big difference. Would you agree? Like a big fight on the live television, I think it's pointless if you
No,
do it.
yeah. I fought on one of Australia's biggest shows, Rebellion, and that was the show that everybody wanted to fight on back in the day, and it was no different to fighting on a small in Taipei Stadium or Calare or a country show out out in the outback. Fighting is fighting. At the end of the day, you still get nervous when you step into the ring. You still get hurt, and I still fucking hate weight cuts.
Yeah. I agree. So if unless you really want to be world number one, I don't
Yeah.
see a point of you really go fight like 5 years. Just come experience Muay Thai at a very surface level, and you would have a better life than doing Muay Thai fighting professionally for years. I would say that. So I think Muay Thai, in Thailand we are also I see a lot of big gyms interested in organizing proper first time fight in Thailand. I think
Mm,
PK soon or later we would also organize like an in-house fight, like an semi-pro or amateur fight. And this is something that Thai are very inexperienced about
mm,
because we all know like professional something like that. But I recently just went to a countryside Children's Day fight event organized by Gelsamit, and I also made a recording, and I still don't have time to put it together to make a mini documentary of how people should fight in Thailand. Nowadays, people only look into going to big stadium and fight or knockout or televised fight. I think you should start in the countryside fight and fight someone maybe experienced Thai or fight another foreigner. But then you will see the atmosphere. Everyone just casually just warm up, and then okay, you're next. It's just like a game of 3-on-3 basketball, and then you can do for 2 minutes 1 round, 2 minutes 5 round. No one cares, and then you can experience Muay Thai at the most raw, and I think that experience is even better than going to the big stadium fight.
absolutely. I 100% agree, and I think that's where a lot of people need to get started and get their development. If you're really going to fight in Thailand, you need to go out to Isan. You need to go down south, the Muay
Mm.
Puton scene. The
Yeah, more
country
push
temple
on.
fights. That's the best way. Now, speaking on that matter, you would see a lot of foreigners come through Thailand, especially at PK, Kiao Samrit. What do you think the biggest thing is that a lot of foreigners misunderstand about Muay Thai?
That they would go to big gyms and they're gonna improve.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna go to this gym. It's gonna stay this package. Also, I've seen so many people spend even a year at PK,
Mm,
not much improved. And how would I say this? I would say the trainer is a different. Like you cannot send a primary kid to a college and you're gonna improve. But then sometimes the coach are not like you can't tell a professor to teach ABC, like something basic. They are
mm.
used to something else. So we need to have some fundamental class. And this is what I always do because this is what I skipped the most when I was fighting. When I first started Muay Thai, I thought I was talented. I don't need fundamental. But now that's the most thing that I focus on is fundamental. Is the most boring stuff and you do every day. And I think it's us. I wouldn't even blame the foreigners. I would say they are customers. They walk into our shop in our country and they expect to get better, but somehow we didn't deliver. Right? I was saying I think it's on our part, Thai. So and then teaching an adult Muay Thai and beginner adult Muay Thai is different from teaching young Thai Muay Thai. You need a lot of
Mm.
communication, a lot of explanation. You can't just make them repeat, and people just don't want to repeat the same thing for a month.
No,
Right?
I was gonna, I was gonna point that out that like even the difference between, I come from an education background. My 9 to 5 is a teacher, and the way that Thais learn is very completely different to Westerners. We learn by visual explanation, by by listening, by complex instruction, whereas a lot of Thais just learn by doing, rote learning, repetition after repetition. And, like Thai kids, the reason that they get so good is just because they fight all the time.
Exactly.
They're not necessarily getting instruction, but they're learning by circumstances that come up in fights because they're fighting so often. And,
And that's why a lot of Thai fighters don't have good technique. I'm not saying about the experience, the technique, which is sometimes the punching is a bit weird, kicking is a bit off, but that Muay Thai is not really about who has the best like turn the shoulder, but yeah, that's why Thai we learn differently. An example, one fighter would completely change my perspective of fighting Muay Thai. His name is Pong Sili PK Senchai. So I think the story goes, yeah, when I first joined PK, I think in 2019, I see a Thai guy, hitting the back really weird. The way he punched the kick is wrong. It's not Muay Thai, but he was hitting hard, punching hard, but he doesn't even turn the shoulder, doesn't turn the hip. His kick is just like whipping. It's all look very not professional level, but he was kicking hard. And then I walk closer and I recognize that's Pong Sili. He's like, he won all champion, like Lumpini, WBC, and everything. So in order to learn Muay Thai, you don't really have to care too much about, oh, do this right, do that right. As long as you can land and as long as you have your own style. And then also some Thai, not every Thai have very great technique to teach. Yeah, and then
And I think also is that the thing with Muay Thai is there's no one way to do something. There's different ways of punching. There's different ways of kicking. If you go to different gyms throughout Thailand, the trainers will teach you a completely different way of throwing a kick. For like one example, right? My trainer in Australia was Sing Payak Marachabat Trombong, a former Channel 7 champion. The way he kicked was he would whip it as opposed to stepping out and throwing your whole hip over. Most gyms that you would go to down in Phuket, they teach you to step out and throw your whole hip into the kick. He would whip his hip at the end of the moment. So he would kick up and then whip it over right at the end, almost like a Taekwondo kick. But that guy would kick like a mule. And there's different ways to the mechanics of it as well, I think that's one thing that a lot of people may misunderstand.
yeah, I think Muay Thai, as long as you can do damage with punch, knee, kicks, elbow, you're legit, you're good, and you can protect yourself, and you have the Muay Thai rhythm. I think that's Muay Thai. As long as you land your kick with the chin to the body, that's good enough. You don't flick it. I think that's good enough. Yeah, Muay Thai it's even in Gelson with Ajahn Eng, he told me don't block. When someone kick, don't block. I was like, why? You're not even fast. You're too slow. When someone kick, just do a body hook to the body. And I never block. And there's this one fight I get my rib broken by a kid in Max Muay Thai. But I think that's style. Even he doesn't not you. Sometimes you don't have to block. Sometimes if you want to be a Muay Mat, you want to be a Muay Bull, you have to trade, punch, exchange, strike, and see who lasts longer, who's faster, who's heavier. But somehow it didn't work for me. I'm like a paper, too fragile.
Yeah, you have to take damage to give it, but it takes a big toll on the body, that's for sure. Now, just looking at that idea about, learning structure and kind of like how there's so many different ways of doing Muay Thai. Do you think the learning structure in Muay Thai is like too unclear for foreigners? Do you think because there's so many different styles that it might confuse foreigners a little bit?
It confused everyone because if you walk into a gym, Muay Thai gym, and they just when I first walked into PK, Ajahn Wang, Kru Wang, trainer of Tawan Chai, he just hold pat for me and just test me out. And then the next day just forget about me. And if you tell them that you want to fight, they're gonna ask you two questions. First, like how old are you? And then second, how many fight you had? That's it. Like if you tell them you have like 100 fight and then you're 18, and you train good, then you might get really good fight. And you have, but if you're like 35 and you have like 2 fights, and that's how they rate you, right?
Mm.
That's it. There's no belt system in Muay Thai. And I think I made a post 2 years ago asking people, do you think belt system gonna work for Muay Thai? And a lot of people say, no, it's gonna be very toxic for the community. This is why we like Muay Thai, because we don't have levels. Everyone is equal. Okay, but then how do we categorize beginner and a mid-level into elite level? We don't have anyone to make that yet. And I've heard in UK, I think Coach Damien, he said he has a, what do you call that?
The project.
Project level.
Yeah.
It's also good, but we Thai us, we have to have a clear term. For example, you can hit pad without being told what to hit, or you can just take care of yourself. I'm working on this thing. Like, okay, how do you know if you're a beginner? How do you know if you're in a mid tier? How do you know if you're an elite?
Yep.
Not
Working on
elite,
like
high.
a curriculum, like a standardized
Yes,
curriculum. Yeah.
yes, and then people can just join. I think BJJ have something like that.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, if you're blue belt, you're white, yellow, something like that. You should be doing this first. But Muay Thai is no. But that is also the good and the bad thing about Muay Thai. You can pick it up right away. Okay, just put on glove and 1-2 kick, and you can have fun. It's like fast food. But then, if you just stay too long for fitness Muay Thai, it's very hard for people to transit back to like learning the proper form, because they can't unlearn the bad habits. So it's a challenge for us. We don't even have a clear form, clear way of a scoring system anyway, right? How can we? I would once again, I would still not blame. I would still say Thai. We still have a lot of things to work on, right? Everything is unclear. It's Muay Thai 5 rounds. It's Muay Thai like this. How do we score Muay Thai? We are still not very clear.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, because that leads into the next sort of section about what is Muay Thai. And I made a post a while ago, is that Muay Thai is a business, and that the fact that from its inception as a sport, it's adapted to the economy of its time. So for example, in the 50, well, the early 40s, it was mostly small festivals, and then they brought out the rules in 1945, and then it started to get a little bit more popular in the 60s, when things were televised in black and white, when the inception of the TV. And so, the rules started to change a little bit in the 60s to fasten the pace. And then, the golden era, there was kind of higher stakes, higher money. So even small adjustments were made to the rules then. And then when the big gambling influence, I mean, the gambling influence has always been there, but, when it was kind of at its peak, the controversial period of kind of the 90s and the early 2000s, it changed the culture of how things were scored, especially in the stadiums. Like, they were favoring sweeps, they were favoring the clinch. And then it's almost kind of done a 180 now, where the 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 rules haven't really been changed, but they've been enforced by a lot of the referees, especially the catch and the sweeps, breaking apart the clinch a lot more, because, even Samart Payakarun, he was talking about in his era, people didn't really want to see prolonged clinch action, but it was really around the late 90s, early 2000s, because of the gambling culture. They were favoring a lot of the Muay Khao stylists, and for a lot of the fight, nearly 3 to 4 rounds of the fight, it was just clinching. And I love clinch fighters. That's my bread and butter. But but you can see how things over time, that the economy and the fans can change the structure of the rules. And now we're at a point now where Muay Thai is becoming so globalized. We've got so much international influence that there's different rules to suit different fans. So, for example, when one came in, with the 4-ounce gloves, and then limited clinch time. The bonus structure has definitely changed the way that they score Muay Thai, because it pushes the fighters to take more risks in the fight. That is very fan friendly Muay Thai, especially the highlight knockout reels. That's kind of what people wanted to see in MMA and the UFC. They were getting sick of seeing the ground and pound and the jiu-jitsu side of it. This is what one has done, is they've made it more palatable for like the everyday fan. But then you've also got the RWS side, which still holds on to the traditional aspect of Muay Thai, has the prolonged clinch, has the Y crew, and the normal gloves. So I feel that, there is no specific thing that you can call Muay Thai now. It's almost like an umbrella where we've got all these different rule set, but we kind of know what it is because it comes from Thailand. It's got the Y crew, it's got all the 8 limbs, but then again, fans don't really always know how to score a fight, and I think there's a little bit of a gap there that we have to bridge.
True, true. I think, but very soon we'll find out. I think
Mm,
the way everything would go towards money.
mm,
If that style make money, if this rule
mm,
make money,
mm.
that make everyone would. I mean, time will tell. I think very soon we will know. Yeah, since I've been making content, people were asking, "Oh, this is not Muay Thai. This is that Muay Thai. That is that. That is that." But for me, Muay Thai. That's why I want to redefine everything. Muay Thai
Mm,
is about people. It's about culture.
mm,
Right?
mm,
You can. I would even say, if you fight one round, Muay Puton, you fight 2 minutes. Are you gonna
mm,
say that is not Muay Thai? Muay Puton, they all started 3 rounds. All Muay Thai. The kids, they start with 3 rounds and 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 1 minute break, or even 2 minutes, 2 minute break. Rounds doesn't have anything to do with Muay Thai. Even glove. Before we use, I think 6 ounce,
mm,
6 ounce glove back in the golden day. And before we use couture, they still Muay Thai. But I think the core of Muay Thai is the people. The main reason why people like Muay Thai is, I think, I would go as far as say, because you experience the culture, the casual, the very casual of
mm,
Muay Thai. You can just walk into a gym. You don't have anything, just short, and that's it. You're ready to do Muay Thai, and everyone is here helping. People do Muay Thai. It's not only the exercise, but also the friendliness, the hospitality of the Thai people, or even Muay Thai gym in everywhere, right? So for fighting style, I don't think I have any comment on that, because every time's gonna change. Even with basketball, the only sport I follow is basketball. Right? The basketball, the way they play is different. It's more about 3 points. It's not, there's no center no more, right?
mm.
So eventually everything changed. Then the money would make everything last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an interesting one because like a lot of people, we get caught up in this argument of like RWS versus one. Like personally, I'm an RWS guy. Obviously, like do the commentary for it, but I've always preferred the RWS model. It's always been my thing. I've never been really into the one. I'm okay with that, but I see I see how it's exciting. I don't really like that style of fighting myself, but
Hmm.
that's okay because there's a place for it. There's a place for fans who like that. But sport in itself, like if we look at every sport goes through evolution. Like in Australia, rugby is huge. And we have two main types of rugby. We have rugby union and we have rugby league. Now, rugby union is kind of like the rich boys rugby, like all the private school boys, they all play rugby union. Rugby league is kind of the working man sport, and it's a faster game. So when rugby league in Australia started getting more popular, rugby union had to rethink to themselves and think, oh wow, how do we change to make our game more appealing and more faster for audiences? So they came up with rugby sevens, which is basically seven
Mm.
people on a team, uh, seven people on a team on each side, as opposed to as I was 14, 12 or 14. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played, but it makes the game go a lot faster. Cricket, a lot of people will say, is one of the most boring sports in the world, but they changed their rule set as well for audiences. So if you know anything about cricket, cricket has test match cricket goes for 5 days. It's a 5 day match. That's slow. That's nearly a 12 hour or 8 to 12 hour game that goes over five days. That is slow. So
Yes.
then they invented 1 day matches, which was even faster. But then they invented 2020. 2020 is basically 20 overs in a match. So it's like say a 3 hour match. So it's just go, 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 go cricket. And these things happen with sport all the time because,
Mm.
sport's driven by money and the fans are the ones that are paying. So things always are going to change. And we look at Muay Thai's Muay Thai, the sport is 80 years old, maybe a little bit more, but it has changed exponentially over time, and you can
Mm.
only expect it to. But for you, like, do you think Muay Thai isn't just a sport? You talked about the culture. What I'd like to talk about is the way of life, because I think,
Mm.
at least for me, like, Muay Thai has given me everything that I've got right now. Like, Muay Thai brought me to Thailand. If I didn't have Muay Thai, I wouldn't have found my wife. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now, trying to push the sport. For me, Muay Thai is life. Muay Thai is life. What about you? Do you? I think maybe the same.
Same. Especially, I was born here. I was raised here, and
Mm,
I'm Thai, holding Thai passport. Yeah, without Muay Thai, I don't even know what I would be doing. Even though I don't even like fighting. So yeah, Muay Thai, it's really a way of life, and it's about helping, uplifting people. It's not about disrespecting. It's about helping it all.
mm,
Nowadays, when a fight finish, Thai Thai my Thai coach at PK would always say, ยินดีกับผู้ชนะเป็นกำลังใจผู้แพ้ which means congratulate to the winner, and let's help out, let's support the loser. It's never disrespecting, and yeah, and if you go to train in Muay Thai, no one gonna laugh at you. The elite fighter, they would never laugh at you. Oh, you are not a champion, or you've been training so long, you're still not good. No, they just keep helping and helping. I think that's his Muay Thai.
mm.
People, the way people behave, way people uplifting each other. That's Muay Thai.
It leads into my next question. I'll try not to take up much more of your time, and I know you
No,
probably
no, no,
want to
no.
go watch one Friday fights, but do you think right now, like, with social media, it has helped explode Muay Thai? I feel over the last like 5 years. Do you think social media is helping Muay Thai, or at some point do you think it's hurting it?
Mm, hurting it. No, I don't think social media can hurt Muay Thai.
Mm,
I think it's well, I never thought of that before, because maybe what my algorithm feed me is just legit content. So no. I think it's actually helping people, helping Muay Thai out. Without Instagram, if one day Mark Zuckerberg decided to cancel me, I'll be nobody for Muay Thai. I always say this. Without social media, I'm nobody for Muay Thai. I may just be a coach for a small for a gym in Hong Kong, but social media gave me the opportunity to connect with everyone around the world. I think it's the most amazing thing. I can reach out to you. I can reach out to more experienced coach in the West, in Europe. and then we can exchange what is going on, exchanging our experience. No, I think social media is super good, doing super good for Muay Thai, and then it help the fighters. If the fighters are smart, they can help build up their own personal brand, which is a lot of people are not doing. I don't understand why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is something that I often talk about. Like fighters, if you got a phone, you guys have got to be marketing yourselves. I mean, if you want to fight on these big promotions, you have to be known. You can be the best fighter in the world and nobody knows you. Nobody's going to put you on their fight card.
In a way, I understand because I was when I first started doing social media, I was still fighting. It really take a lot of time. If you want to put out quality content, the editing, the thought of it, the screenplay, the plot, the script, you have to write it nice. But at the minimum, the fighters should be posting their training. They don't understand. They don't understand about social media. Is I would call it your page is like a restaurant, right? What kind of restaurant you are? Are you a junk food restaurant or you a Michelin star that people come in and get good like nutritious food, or they just here for entertainment? I can make hundreds of funny video, but that doesn't help you people with Muay Thai. But then I'll get more exposure, right? That's why after 2 or 3 years of social media, I don't care at all about the view rate, the like. As long as my quality, my content is helping people, it doesn't matter. And of course, the most the what do you call that? The most people don't really look for that. They're just looking for junk food, right? Easy to consume, and they just I'll help they like it and then share it and have a laugh about it. So yeah.
Now, just going on to the next part, Muay Thai has changed, as we just spoke about. Muay Thai has been changing very rapidly. For you, in your position, where do you see Muay Thai going in the next 10 years?
This is the best time to be Muay Thai fighter. If you can ask any fighter, I'm sure they would say, this is the best time. You're getting the most exposure. You're getting the most pay for. I think all major big events are paying fighter more than ever, right? And if you get really good performance and you can post that on social media and you can get millions of people to see them to see you. So I think this is we just barely getting started. And then we are going into USA market. We are going to more city in Europe, and there's China, right? China is getting Muay Thai, and Muay Thai could only get bigger. I'm here to tag along with a ride of Muay Thai, with a promotion Muay Thai brands, Muay Thai content creator, Muay Thai gym. I can see this going up and up and up and up, and we're just getting started.
Yeah, I honestly I agree with you. I think it's the most exciting time to be involved in the sport. The amount of money that's being poured into the sport at the moment and growing it. Now, as I said, I won't take up too much more of your time.
No,
I
no,
know
I
you're a
I
busy
have enough
guy.
time. Don't worry.
I just want to go into a few personal of your favorites to get a little bit inside the mind of Jacky. Who's your favorite Muay Thai fighter of all time?
Without a doubt, I know what Gelson.
The Iron Hands of Siam.
Yes, and I spar with him. I saw him train before. I saw the golden day of Muay Thai at Gelson. It's different. It was so good. It was like never before. Yes, Gelson. I know what Gelson. His punching is excitement. You don't have to watch all his fight, all 5 rounds of his fight, because he don't really make them last 5 rounds, and he can just turn around so fast. That's why I like Muay Mat. Muay Fimu have to be good for 5 rounds, but Muay Mat have to be good for like 3 seconds. Bang, one hit and you're done, right? Muay Mat. Yeah, I know what Kelson.
Uh, Now,
But I understand, yeah.
next question. Your favorite stadium?
Stadium, Max Muay Thai, Pattaya.
2015, 2016 era.
2017.
That was the
Yeah.
golden era of Max Muay Thai.
I think it was going, the golden era would be 2012, 2014.
I'm trying to remember now. 2013, 2014, 2015, when they had the
Yeah,
big
15.
bonuses and stuff.
Yeah. Bonus is only still 10K, but it's still
Yeah,
very few.
yeah,
Yeah, but
but
it's good. I love Max Muay Thai.
yeah, it was great. It was great back then. It was the show that everybody wanted to fight on as well. Unfortunately, I never got the. I didn't have a style that would suit it, but I had a lot of friends that fought on there. And last question: one fighter that fights today that people should watch.
Too many, man. Too many. Kickboxing. I go with kickboxing. Pet Phnom Long, Kiet Mu Gao. He's the most underrated. Right. Pet Phnom Long. Even Super Leg say he is more skilled than Super Leg. Even the owner of Kiet Mu Gao say Pet Phnom Long is even better than Super Leg. And I think, he's dominating in kickboxing. Pet Phnom Long. And for Muay Thai, man, they're all so great. Well, Muay Thai, too many. I know too many. Tawan Thai, the usual name. Yeah, too many, and I hang out with them. I cannot just recommend them. It would be not good. So the one Thai, Super Leg, Pratan Thai, and Chai La. Oh, too many. Yeah, I cannot name one.
All the golden boys from PK.
Yeah, PK. Yes.
And well, Jacky, thanks so much for your time, mate. This was it was really good to kind of get a Thai mindset behind some of these discussions. I've had a few Thais on in the past, and it's always good to get some Thai thought behind the sport of Muay Thai because guys like myself from foreign countries, we can talk about Muay Thai all the time, but at the end of the day, Muay Thai belongs to the Thai people. It is Thai heritage, and it's always good to get Thai insight on the inside of the sport. So thank you very much for your time. Guys, if you want to go check out Jacky's content, definitely go check it out. Phenomenal stuff. Educational, funny, great technique breakdowns as well. I mean, as Jacky said, like he's been coaching for the longest time as well. Also, go check out some of his fights on YouTube. I think you're fairly entertaining. Good to watch. You recently had a boxing fight not too long ago.
Yes, and that's my biggest paycheck. I was fighting a YouTube, like a YouTuber fight.
Maybe we're in the wrong sport, man.
No, man, this is people have to understand. If you want money, you have to attract more eyeballs. And in Hong Kong, I'm pretty well known because of my YouTubing fight, because of my social media. Yes, and it's the easiest fight, and it's the most money. I get the most exposure. I barely train. Yeah, I just have to talk. That's it.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched some of that fight. It was very good, very entertaining stuff. And mate, I look forward to the rise of Jacky and seeing more of what you come up with. And thanks for coming on the podcast, man. Like, really appreciate your time. So, guys, if you like Chok Muay Chats, make sure to check it out on YouTube, Spotify. This will be out on Sunday.
Okay, thank you for having me.
No problem.